From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
It's a big afternoon here on Afternoons LA with incredible breaking news about your fourth stimulus check updated 2021. This morning, before sunrise, I told viewers about the incredible breaking news about your fourth stimulus check updated 2021. I have the breaking news in this report. It was a story that I told you was coming in the next few weeks, but it came sooner. And on Friday, I told you it was going to come on Saturday, but I didn't expect a deal, and we have a deal. So I have all the incredible details about this fourth stimulus check update, breaking news coming up in the second half of this video. But first, I'm going to go over the big money you're going to get under this fourth stimulus check, how much you're going to get with those monthly stimulus checks, and what the comparison is between the House bill and the Senate proposal. Then in the second half of this video, we'll go over fifth stimulus that'll raise your benefits a lifetime. Absolutely wonderful with a new benchmark. They'll be the highest of a generation. And then in the middle of this video, we get big money across the board. Thousands of dollars of viewers continue to get. More got it overnight, and I want you to get as well. This is a big day. It's a big Saturday, and it's a huge Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? It's Saturday afternoon. Congratulations, you made it to the weekend. And also congratulations, because I have huge, wonderful news for you coming up in that fourth stimulus check breaking news later in this video. But how are you? How's the weather where you are and where you're tuning in from? It is beautiful here in Southern California, in Santa Monica today. It is nice and crisp, not warm, not cold. It is t-shirt weather, but you can wear a light sweater, and beautifully sunny with a little bit of a breeze coming off from the shore. So it is wonderful. Tell me where you're tuning in from and how's the weather. In this fourth stimulus check updated 2021, we're going to go over the monthly stimulus check, how much you're going to get as the fourth stimulus check, when you're going to get the fourth stimulus check, and what are all the details behind that fourth stimulus check. We'll be going over the breaking news in the second half of this video, and in the third part of the video, we'll be going over the huge major development about that fourth stimulus that happened this morning. Wow, just incredible, wonderful news. In the second half of this video, we'll be going over fifth stimulus as well. That'll raise your benefits a lifetime. And in the middle of this video, we'll be going over that big money you can get as well. A lot of news and a lot of details to get. And this is LALATE, the only 24-hour a day, 7 days a week financial news channel, the most successful one of its kind. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year. Next stop, 1 million. I want you to subscribe right now. Don't miss a video. Don't miss a moment. And don't miss a breaking news story. It could change your life. Also, like this video. 3,000 likes. Every like you give helps in the algorithm ranking of the video. And consider becoming a member. Let's get right into that fourth stimulus check from the House bill and the Senate proposal. The House bill from Jalapal provides a monthly stimulus check for the remainder of the pandemic plus 1 year. That stimulus program and stimulus bill provides a stimulus check for every month that the pandemic's still around, and then 1 year thereafter, monthly still. The Senate proposal, on the other hand, is a stimulus check from July to December. The House bill provides a $2,000 first month and then $1,000 every month thereafter. The Senate proposal, the amount is unknown on a monthly basis, but word on the street is it's this. Wow, just wonderful. $2,000 a month over 6 months, $12,000 a person, or $1,400 a month, $8,400 a person. Now let's go back to the House bill from Jalapal and understand why macroeconomic factors may impact how much you receive. If you're watching this video just after 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and you're in the live chat, get ready to vote House or Senate. And if you're watching later in the day, in the drop in the comments below the video, House or Senate. But don't vote yet. Let's go over those macroeconomic factors, which suggest that maybe there may only be 12 months of stimulus checks under Jalapal's bill if legislators believe that the pandemic is over. There would not be pandemic plus 1 year. It would just be 1 year. Under Jalapal's bill, that would be 12 checks over $13,000, which would take 1 year to receive, compared to this over 6 months. I think you have an opinion now. So drop into the live chat. House or Senate, which one do you like? House or Senate, and tell me where you're watching from and how's the weather. Which one do you like? We usually split, believe it or not. Still House or Senate, so drop in the comments. Let's go over everything else you need to know about this fourth stimulus check. Who gets it? You get it. If you got the third stimulus check, you get the fourth stimulus check. A single individual, 75,000 or less, you get the fourth stimulus check. Married couple, 150,000 or less, you get the fourth stimulus check. Just double it. A family of 4, yes, you get the fourth stimulus check. Just quadruple it. And if you're on benefits, congratulations, you're getting the fourth stimulus check. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, veterans benefits, and everyone else, you're getting the fourth stimulus check. Congratulations. Now let's go over everything else you need to know about this fourth stimulus check. The fourth stimulus check is not taxable because it's not income. The fourth stimulus check would not come out in waves because it's not a waivable check. Hi, check. It's a monthly stimulus check. The fourth stimulus check may or may not be taken out for child support. We don't know just yet. And the fourth stimulus check has the same amount for adult dependents, minor dependents, and everyone else. Remember, I'm just a reporter. I report the news. The legislators make the representations, and they represent. The vote will be by July 4th. That means that the fourth stimulus check would land in the month of July for the month of July, in the month of August for the month of August. And there we go. That is the first of 3 parts of the fourth stimulus check update of 2021 in this video. Stay with me. I got that huge breaking news and other breaking news that led up to it. Boy, there's a reason why you tuned this channel, because I told you that news was coming, and I was dead on correct on that one again. So let's get a preview of the second half of this video. It is wonderful. This stimulus, which will have in it a SSI, SSDI, veterans, and beneficiaries reform. That reform will raise your benefits up lifetime. Why? Because it's going to apply a benchmark, and that benchmark will be the highest number of a generation. I'm going to go over the incredible breaking news, how this analyzes, and how this goes out. And I'll explain that in just a second. But let's go to some big moolah, as Sir Loin would say. And it's moolah that viewers continue to get. Big money. Big money. If you're new to this channel, the way this channel operates is I try to get you money. I'm not just a news reporter reading clippings of news articles saying here, here, here. No, I actually try to get people money. Last year when this channel launched, people weren't getting their money from EIDL, from SBA. And I got viewers $25 million of EIDL loans by personally handling each of their applications. $25 million. But in fall of 2020, we looked like we weren't going to get stimulus out the door, so I personally took care of their rent, utilities, and more, and got them $250,000. Well, we're back now with another round, and you are killing it. You're taking these videos and finding the money yourself with my guidance, and get that pen and paper ready, because I want you to get that money starting right now. It starts with $350 billion. And no, that's not $350 billion just for you. It's $350 billion to share. You know, you can have 349, just give me $1 billion. Where is it landing? In your city, counties, and states from the federal government under third stimulus. It landed last week. It's going to continue to land this week. Get that pen and paper ready. Stay to the very end of this video, because I have a lot of money to get you, and it's starting just right now. It is rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and homeowners utilities. It's at different locations, and you're going to see in a second the locations, but understand this. Each location has different eligibility. So one location may say no, and the next one may say yes. You ready? Got that pen ready? Here we go. You're going to reach out to City Hall, City Housing Authority, County Hall, County Housing Authority, State Hall, State Housing Authority. And the keywords you're going to use is rent assistance because of COVID, or mortgage assistance because of COVID. You do not say words they don't understand, like they do not understand the word stimulus. So don't say that word. Also, don't say a pastrami sandwich, because they'll say, excuse me, this is not a delicatessen. This is the rent department. What are you calling for a pastrami sandwich? Maybe corned beef, but not. So you have to say the right words. Don't say stimulus. They won't know what that means. And that's about $5,000 for rent. About 4 to 6 months of rent. Yes. I want to congratulate Tim and Linda, who recently got that rent and utilities, and viewers every single hour getting it. And let's go to that next pot of money. And boy, in the last 24 hours, 2 viewers have told me they've gotten upwards of $7,000 from this. One viewer is getting $550 a month, which is far in excess of $6,000 a year. A lot of money. So let's go over what this is. Congratulations to Lynn Glenn. She got it for herself, for her son, and her mom. Gail got it for herself. It is SNAP. It is SNAP. It is wonderful. It is from the Department of Agriculture. You're going to contact the Department of Agriculture to get on SNAP. or call 211, get connected over. What is it? It is money for food. How do you get this money? Contact them. How much money does it pay? A fortune. You've already seen one viewer getting $6,000 a year. In a family of four in Hawaii gets $16,000 a year. Family of four in Hawaii gets $16,000 a year. Why so much money? Because of two wonderful executive orders, one from Trump and one from Biden, that raised everyone's benefits up 15% between now and July and December. So go get it. That is SNAP. $16,000 for SNAP of a family of four in Hawaii, $5,000 for rent. We are killing it, and we're just 10 minutes of this video. But I got more money for you. I'm really excited, and it is $5,000 that one viewer got for this. What is it? It is money coming from your state. Let me go over what it is, how you get it, and when you get it. This is the money that the federal government identified as states overpaying you unemployment assistance due to computer error, and then telling you to return the money, and you did. Well, the federal government has stepped in and said, no, that was the citizens' money to keep. It was not their fault. The computers went awry at the state. So the federal government has ordered the states to return the money back to you. Wow, congratulations. So one viewer got $5,000 from it. How do you get it? On the bank account you have on file with your department, with your unemployment department. And when? It depends on the respective state. Reach out to each state for your own respective routing times. All right, the next pot of money is the embodiment of the Purple Power spirit. The viewers of this channel are called Purple Power because they help one another. I help them, and they help one another. And Cod and another viewer have both helped you by jumping into the new hit show on this channel, Overnight's Crypto. It is really a blockbuster. It is 15 hours of live chat, live financial news, live crypto coverage, but it's also time to just connect. And Khan dropped into the live chat to tell me he got his check back for this. Another viewer last Friday said, I got my check back. Tell viewers it's coming. Tell them to stay positive. Wow, wonderful that is. Let's go over how much money this is, when you're getting it, how you get it, and how you can track it. This is the money you're getting back from IRS that you paid on your taxes for that 2020 unemployment benefits. Let's go over example. If you had $9,000 of unemployment benefits and you paid $5,000 in total taxes to IRS on that 2020 return, you're getting back $4,000, and of which $4,000 was your taxes on the unemployment benefits. Congratulations, you're getting back a check of $4,000. Next, how? If you're like Cod, who had direct deposit set up on his 2020 return onto direct deposit account, otherwise in the mail. So watch for that razor thin envelope that's in the mail. You need to go surgically through the mail for the next week. Be sure you don't throw it away. Next, when? Throughout the month of June, the checks were sent out in May, so expect them the first and second week of June. And finally, routing times. Yes, so you can go to irs.gov, set up a username and password for free. Go in there, put your social security number in there, and do what's called a transcript search. When you do a transcript search, 70% of the time it works with results, and it'll show when you filed the 2020 return, when you paid the taxes on the 2020 return, and when you're getting the refund back on that 2020 return. Wow, now that is wonderful news. What's better news than that? The second part of our three-part coverage of fourth stimulus check update of 2021 with the breaking news that happened this morning. It's a generational major news announcement. It'll be the biggest news announcement. It is the biggest news announcement of many 30, 40 years. It's coming up in just a second. But first, let me explain how we got there. A week ago, yesterday, Leader Schumer confirmed not one, not two, but three of the stories I had been reporting to you in the weeks before those announcements. One, I told you that the bills were currently in reconciliation. Fourth stimulus was currently in reconciliation. Chuck Schumer confirmed that last Friday. Then I told you that the vote would be no later than July 4th. Chuck Schumer confirmed that last Friday. And finally, that the reconciliation process would start and finish with or without presidential negotiations. And Chuck Schumer confirmed that last Friday. Wow, so that's 3 for 3 for this channel. Now, how did we get there? This is where I want to bring you up to date. So how do we get there? The ball started rolling with Jalapal. When Jalapal wrote a letter to Schumer saying, call the vote, which of course he's now doing. Later in this video, I'll explain what calling the vote is. But Jalapal wrote Schumer a letter saying, call the vote, and got 12 House Democrats to sign that letter. Well, those 12 House Democrats are part of the 100-plus House Democrats who wrote the president a letter weeks earlier saying, we are putting monthly fourth stimulus checks from Jolapal's bill into the fourth stimulus package. Wow, now that is good news. Can we top that? We can. The Friday, but not this last Friday, but the Friday before that, 7 House Democrats wrote the president a letter. And those 7 House Democrats said, we are going to be working with you to put forth stimulus checks, multiple monthly stimulus checks into the fourth stimulus package. Wow. Now, what does that mean? Why are they saying work with you? Because that's a euphemism. The president doesn't write legislation. They do. Well, who are they to say that? Who are these people? They are on the House subcommittee that's solely and exclusively responsible for writing stimulus checks. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's that good. They wrote the first stimulus checks. They wrote the second stimulus checks. They wrote the third stimulus checks. And now they're writing the president saying, we are putting forth stimulus checks monthly in there, and we're telling you we're doing it. Oh my goodness. Can we get better than that? We can. And that brings me back to Tuesday, when I have been telling you about this Tuesday development. And I will always say the same thing. I want to slow it down because it's a little complicated for you. That breaking news, well, that turned into a jaw-dropping, just enormous news-breaking event this morning. Let's go over what I've been telling you. I told you last Tuesday that the president was trying to pay for the fourth stimulus by raising the U.S. corporate tax rate. But then at the same time, he was trying to raise the global minimum corporate tax rate. I had told you that the president had reached out to the G7 countries and got to them informally to agree to a global minimum corporate tax rate of 15%. I said that was good news to start. I also told you later in that day on Tuesday, the president had told insiders that once the fourth stimulus is signed into law, he's going to go back to those G7 countries and have them sign into formal law that global minimum corporate tax rate of 15%. And if he does, then he would drop our U.S. corporate tax rate closer to where it is. Wow. Now, that was the incredible news then. And I said, can you imagine 4 stimulus checks and then a U.S. corporate tax rate closer to where we are right now? That was the incredible news, which you probably remember hearing from me. Well, what happened this morning? You heard it first on this channel. This morning, no, actually, let me back up. Yesterday, I told you that out of nowhere, I saw a small news clipping that said tomorrow the president's trying to get the G7 countries to agree to global minimum corporate tax rate. I was surprised that it was on a Saturday first. Second, I was surprised that it's this week because we were hearing it was going to be months from now after fourth stimulus is done. And then Saturday morning, I woke up and I saw the news. The G7 countries this morning, informally, but without putting it to pen to paper, agreed officially to the global minimum corporate tax rate, which I have been reporting on this channel, of 15%. They agreed to it this morning. They agreed to it this morning. And if you want to know when they're going to sign into law, next week when they meet in Europe. What? Didn't see this coming. I thought we were told it was going to be after fourth stimulus was signed into law. And then on Friday, I told you they're having a meeting today. I said, meeting about what? Well, there you are. They agreed to the global minimum corporate tax rate this morning without putting pen to paper of 15%. And next week, they're going to sign it into law in person. Insane. Insane. So how quickly to maybe we potentially see a revision of the U.S. corporate tax rate under fourth stimulus? I'm going to stay on top of the story. This is why you stay with me for incredible details about everything you need to know about fourth stimulus. This was something that you only heard on this channel and you only heard with this incredible minute-by-minute reporting. But boy, this is a shocker. The announcement was made by the Prime Minister of France and also by Janet Yellen in a series of statements this morning. Now, let's go to the remaining breaking news, which was the president got counteroffers from the Republicans. He got one before Memorial Day weekend. He got one on Wednesday as well. He's now rejected them again. And for all extensive purposes, the senators who are Democrats have told Schumer now several times, call the vote. And the vote is underway. So there you go. That is your fourth stimulus check update in 2021. Is there anything better than that? There is. And it's the volunteers. The volunteers embody the spirit of this channel. Purple Power, viewers helping viewers. And they're salt of the earth. They are there if you have reached out to find that rent, utilities, mortgage assistance and can't find it. They're there to help you. They are absolutely wonderful. wonderful. So reach out to them. How do you find them? They're on the community page. Open the description to this video. And in the description of this video, you'll find a emoji of a house and a link to the community page, news.la.com/community. Click the link and it'll send you over to the community page. Then on the community page, you'll see a picture of some kitty cats. They're not the volunteers. They're just kitty cats. Go lower. Yeah, lower down, below the kitty cats. There they are. They're the volunteers. They're separated from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Reach out to them. I'll help you find that incredible money. And I'll be back here with 60 seconds from now with more exciting news about fourth stimulus. Will I be able to predict the future again? I bet I will. And fifth stimulus, it's heating up. See you back in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now on Afternoons LA with incredible details about that fourth stimulus, the breaking details about the G7 countries and that major deal unfolding Saturday morning, and the big details about this stimulus. How are you? How's the weather where you are? This is LA, your only 24-hour day, 7 days a week financial news channel. There's a reason why you have to have a 24-hour show, because of the breaking news about fourth stimulus this morning. Everything was happening. I told you Saturday was going to be a big day, and we're far from over just yet. So subscribe, 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you to subscribe and become part of this family. Also like this video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. I'm next back with you on Evenings LA at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be a huge show tonight. It's in 2 hours from now. Stay with this video. It'll send you over to that evening show. Then Evenings Crypto, and then Overnights LA. Subscribe, like this video, and consider becoming a member. Learn about membership later in this video. Fifth stimulus heats up this fall in September with a two-bill, two-step process that heats up and goes out the door with an incredible add-on, and that add-on is beneficiary reform. Let's go over all the details of it and understand how it works. First, they're going to remove the asset limit, then raise your benefit limits, add the inflationary benchmark, remove the income exclusion, and remove the marriage penalty. Let's go over how this works and the breaking news that impacts us starting right now. They're going to raise your benefits up one big time. Who's you? You. So if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, survivor benefits, SSA, or any other type of benefits I've missed in that list, they're going to raise you up one big time. Then they're going to apply a new benchmark, and that benchmark is inflation. That benchmark is better than anything anyone else proposed. It's better than Elizabeth Warren because she was going to give you give you CPI-E to replace COLA. And it's a lot more money than $2,400 of SSI from last year because of what I'm about to show you. The way the benchmark works is that every December they look at the benchmark and they step you up. So what's the inflation rate going to be in December? This is what you need to know. The breaking news all this last week suggested that the inflationary rate in December will be the highest number of a generation. Most analysts are putting the inflation rate about 2 to 7% at the moment. We'll see more breaking news about this next week on this channel. But let's just choose 6% as a number. This is how it's going to work. First, they'll raise your benefits up under fifth stimulus. Then they'll raise you up an additional 6% because of the benchmark in December. but not just for next year, lifetime. Because the way benchmarks work is they raise you up not just for next year, but lifetime. Once they step you up, you never step down. You either stay the same or step up more. So if the year after this, the benchmark is 0% inflation, then you're still at plus 6%. And the year after that, the inflation rate is 2%, then you're at plus 2, plus 6%. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful news. Then they're going to remove the asset limit. It's dating back to a 1980s law that says you can't have more than $3,000 on hand. It's going to go away just in time to get those stimulus checks in your hand. They're going to remove the incredible income exclusion, income cap dating back to a 1960s law. It's going to go away. So you'll be able to work and stay on benefits. And then they're going to remove that awful marriage penalty. Finally, love is going to win, and you'll be able to marry your longtime love interest, not suffer the marriage penalty. And if you are married, you will no longer be penalized. It's wonderful. That's fifth stimulus going out the door in about October, November, then in your benefits about then, and then the step up next year. Now, what else is in the fifth stimulus? Well, that's the value of becoming a member. Members on this channel are delivered from me via the YouTube community platform. Every day, a list of what's in the fifth stimulus, the fourth stimulus, and the third stimulus. In a 30-minute video that's currently 26 minutes, I never have enough time to go over what's in the fifth stimulus, the fourth stimulus, or the third stimulus. And yet, that's your money. You need to know what your money is. For example, the fifth stimulus is called the American Family Plan, but there's a lot of money in there for single people. Money for single people, money for single hazard pay individuals, yes. Money for single seniors. In the fourth stimulus, there's a lot of money for you as well. And in the third stimulus, there's a lot of money that's still available for you to get, which you may not have gotten. So the value of becoming a member, the links at the top of the channel, the pinned comment, is I send you a link, I send you a breakdown every day of everything in the third, fourth, and fifth stimulus, so you don't miss any of that money. It's sent to you by the youtube.com/community link page of this channel. So if you're a member, you'll get it. And if you have YouTube set up to your email address, it'll come to your email address. Now let's go back to something else you need to know, which is calling the vote. Calling the vote is what the legislators are doing for the reconciliation process. There are 9 steps for calling the vote. None of the steps can be skipped. They're constitutional steps. And the steps show you how it's not a one-day process. Let's go over all the details of those 9 steps. Step 1 is the House subcommittee votes on the procedural bill. Step 2, the House floor votes on the procedural bill. Step 3, the Senate votes on the procedural bill. And step 4, the President signs the procedural bill. The tow truck is now passed over the finish line. Time now to do the tow hitch. At this point, the substantive bill goes to the House subcommittee. That's at which point the House subcommittee could put those multiple stimulus checks in there. They don't have to, but they could. Then the House bill goes to the floor to vote on the substantive bill. Then, after that, a 2-day vote-a-rama, and that 2-day vote-a-rama involves senators making amendments. Those amendments are provided for as follows. Let's say the House did not put stimulus checks in, then the senators can amend to put stimulus checks in. Or if the House members did put stimulus checks in, the senators can amend the amount, the routing times, or things like that. And finally, the 9th step of voting is, well, actually signing, is the president signs the substantive bill into law. There you go. 9 steps. 9 steps from A to Z. Finally, a personal message. Personal message, which is, you got to push Purple Power. You got to push. You got to take these videos and share them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hashtag MSC, hashtag Purple Power. You're doing good, but you need to do more. I see very, very little pushing. I see a lot of people asking what day and hour are they calling a vote? What day and hour are they sending out my check? That ain't going to cut it. That's not how we do it on this channel. That was 2020. You cannot be dependent upon the routing time or the delivery time of a check. People did that in 2020 before this channel came around. We ain't doing that anymore. We ain't tracking checks. We're cashing checks. But you also have to push. Legislators pass laws and money is never often sent out. They have bills and they sometimes don't call the bill for a vote. And they sometimes propose bills and then they fold like lawn chairs. So you can't take anything for granted. This is the opportunity realm. I certainly didn't ask you to push for Purple Power for this last month or the month before because it wasn't heating up. Now it's heating up. This is your window of opportunity to go in and push. Share the videos on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Tag the elected officials. Hashtag MSC. Hashtag Purple Power. Don't just tag me. I love when someone does that. I think they're just sort of new to social media. Don't just tag me because I'm not voting on the bill. It's nice to include me in the tagging, but you got to tag your elected officials. I see your tweets. I get it. Yeah, but they're voting on it. They need to see your tweets. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big Afternoons LATE. I'm next back with you on Evenings LATE. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record for a reason. This channel is the most in-depth. No one else was telling you about this major deal about the G7 countries days ahead of time. No one was telling you about this yesterday, that the vote was going to happen today, and no one was telling you about how this would impact your forced stimulus. That is the in-depth coverage you only get from this channel. From Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, next stop 1 million. Also, like this video. 2,000-3,000 likes. Stay with me. I'm back in 2 hours with Evenings LATE. I have more exciting, breaking details on that show. You don't want to miss that evening show. And have a beautiful Saturday afternoon. You deserve it. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.